that's a different side than what we're accustomed to seeing with Boogie Cousins. What makes you confident, or what do you think about us seeing more of that once he's in New Orleans, especially playing alongside Anthony Davis?
You know, he's a complicated dude. He is honest. He is often his own worst enemy. I think he's fundamentally big-hearted. And he has an enormous ego. He's all of those things. In some ways, he's the prototypical NBA star. I think playing in New Orleans with Davis is going to have a profound influence in two ways. The first is on the court. And Davis is arguably the best finishing, cunning, most agile big man in the game, which means now when defenses descend on Cousins, as they have his entire career, he has somewhere else to go with the ball, right? He's one of the best passing big men in the game. But more important, because Davis is over there on the other side, there's going to be more space to work for Cousins than always. I think he's going to be less frustrated in the half court. But I think the influence off the court, and actually in the locker room more specifically, is going to be even more profound. And that's this. When you talk to insiders in Sacramento, people who are supporters of Cousins, one of the things they always wonder is if only there had been another star in the locker room to provide a counterbalance. A guy whose respect that Cousins wants and needs, whose fortunes are tied directly to his, that maybe things would have been different in Sacramento. But there was never that other presence. He was larger than the organization in many respects. There were no rafters. There was no GM with gravitas or a coach who'd won 1 million rings. It was always the DeMarcus Cousins show. And in New Orleans, by definition, next to a guy who's every bit his peer, that's not going to be the case.